Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video I'm going to be giving you sort of a little bear update. She's had her foal, so I'll talk a bit about that. It's very exciting and I did mean to make this video a bit sooner, but I didn't really have any time, so now I'm finally making the video. So hopefully you'll like it. I'm very excited to share the news about the foal and what's happening with Teddy and what we're doing. So yeah, without me talking for ages, yeah, let's get into the video. Okay, so I'll start with Bear. So I don't know if you can hear the birds, but there are a lot of birds. So Bear, she's had her foal. She's doing good. They have quite a big field, but also a barn, so they can go in and out. So Bear's not here, so I can't show you any specific videos, but I have got some pictures and videos, so I will put those in. I'll put one video in now of Bear and her foal. So yeah, Bear's doing good. She's got her foal. I don't think we're going to get Bear back because I don't think it would be very nice to separate her from her foal, at least while the foal is quite young. And also, yeah, and Teddy's quite settled in here, so I think we're probably going to keep it as it is, but I'll talk a bit more about that in a minute. So going on to Bear's foal, it's a boy. I think it's going to be a gelding. I went to visit him and he is tiny, Bear's this big and the foal is tiny, you can pick it up. I think I do actually have a picture, I might put it in, but I'm not sure if I can find it, of the foal being held. It is so cute. The foal is a little skewbald, I think. Wait, skewbald is any other colour with white that's not black, I think. Well, it's grey and white. I think it's skewbald, but it might be called piebald. I can't really remember. But one of those two. So yeah, it's really cute and small. It's called a pongo. So little pongo. What? Nay! That was Chino. So yeah, the little foal called Pongo. And he's got tiny little feet, so cute and small. So yeah, I'll put some little videos in now and pictures of the foal. I'll probably put a bit of music so you can see some nice videos of the foal. And then I'm going to talk a bit about Teddy, what the plan is with him, what I'm doing with him. Yeah, basically a bit of a Teddy update. And if you have any questions, this video is very just tell you all about it, everything. If you want any specific things, then you can ask the questions in the comments. And I will either respond to them in the comments or I will make a video just answering the comments. But I can't promise I'll do it quickly because this video I haven't made I was supposed to make it the day the foal was born, but you know. So yeah, I'll put some videos and pictures in now with the foal, and then I'll talk a bit about Teddy, what I'm doing with him. So yeah, let's do the videos thingy. Okay, now it's time to talk a bit about Teddy, what my plan is with him. But before I start, I just want to say it is so warm. It turned from being winter to suddenly being summer. Well, I don't know if it'll stay like this, but it's really nice and warm now. Today I went on a ride with Chino and he was sweating. When I took off his saddle I had to wash him down a bit just on the sweaty bits, but it's quite hot. I'm quite hot right now. So hopefully summer will be here soon. I know I said that in my brushes video where I cleaned all my brushes. I'll put it up here somewhere. But it is really hot now and there's a lot of flowers. So hopefully it'll stay like this. Fingers crossed. But yeah. Now let's start talking a bit about Teddy, which is the main thing about this video, other than Bear and the Foal. Well, it's sort of the whole thing about the channel. Horses. Ta-da! Horses! Okay, so now I'm going to talk a bit about Teddy, how he's getting on, because at the start I was a bit sad that Bear left, and I was kind of a bit because when we went to view them we chose Bear because she seemed a lot calmer than Teddy, and she was, but now I've sort of seen that it's not that Teddy was a crazy, it's just that he was more challenging, should I say. And at the start when we first got him, I was a little bit scared, not terrified, just a bit ooh, because there was a few things that went wrong, Teddy kicked me one of the first weeks that we had him, and he was very strong and he would just drag me across the grass. Even in my Easter egg hunt video, he dragged me across the grass and I just was there on the end of the rope I'll put that video up here somewhere so you can check it out, because when I watched it back it was quite funny to watch, just me getting dragged along. So I've been working on that a bit, getting him to listen to me and stuff like that. But yeah, basically he's a lot better now. Now that I've got to know him, it's going a lot better, and I think he's also a better match for Chino, because they groom each other sometimes, and I never really saw Chino doing that with Bear. So yeah, I think they are a lot better together, and he's also a better match for me. I think he's really fun and a bit challenging sometimes, but it just kind of mixes it all up a bit, ooh, what are we doing today? It's going to be so fun. It kind of makes every time with him a bit exciting. So I also want to talk a bit about what my plans are with him, because when we first got him he was just going to be a companion, just to live in the field with Chino, maybe every now and then give him a little groom, but he was mainly just going to be just sit in the field with Chino. But I found him really fun, and it sort of changed a bit. I've been doing quite a lot of stuff with him, so I'm going to talk a bit about that. So yeah, I think I'm going to talk a bit about what my plans are with him, what I've been doing with him. But quickly, I just want to say, now that it's summer, spring sort of time, he is molting I think he's molting more than Chino. The amount of fur that he has, I just do that on him and my hand is just covered in fur, and before I was scratching him, giving him some scratches, and my hand was just with fur in my fingers. I mean, I'm not complaining, it's quite nice to see all the fur on, but yeah, it is a lot of fur. But he is a very fluffy Shetland and all that fur needs to come off at some point. So yeah, I'm going to talk a bit now about what my plans are with him and what I've been doing with him. Okay, so first I'm going to say the sort of stuff that I've been doing with him recently. So when we first got him, he wasn't really it wasn't that he wasn't rideable, he was rideable, but he wasn't extremely responsive. So sometimes he wouldn't be very responsive and just go where he wants, but sometimes when I would just squeeze him, he would like jump and go, "Oh, what are you doing?" So I have done a lot of groundwork with him, a lot of just sitting with him, like to get him to trust me. And something I want to tell you, before, when he was lying down and I would walk up to him, he would get up because I don't think he really trusted me. But this morning he was lying down and I came up to him and he just stayed there. He was like so relaxed and he let me sit with him and give him some cuddles. I didn't take any pictures, although we have got some cameras there. They're not to spy on people, they are to spy on foxes and our cat. But you might be able to see it from the cameras. I will see, but you probably won't. But it was so cute and I was just like so happy that he let me sit down with him. But yeah, so I have been doing some groundwork with him, and the other day I rode him for the first time off lead, which is very cool. And I do lots of like running around with him. Like if you've seen some YouTube shorts that I do, like I run around with him and sometimes he does some crazy moves and he bucks and some kind of bolts, but it's all quite fun. And I do it on the other side of the fence because it's a bit scary sometimes when there's like, even though he's like this small, it's still a bit sort of scary to have him galloping there, so I do it on the other side of the fence so that he can't really squash me. I mean, I don't think he would do that, but I am very health and safety, so yes. I think I'm going to go on to the things in my plans, which they are in the very, very far future. Like, I'm talking years in the future, nothing like months, weeks or days or anything like that. So this will be years, but it's just things that go into my head and I'm like, oh, this might be fun to do with Ted. Because as you know, he was going to be a companion, but then it sort of turned a bit more fun. So yeah. So some stuff that I thought was, well, one of them was sort of racing, like not really high level or anything, because I can't even trot on him without someone leading me, let alone flat out galloping in a race course against loads of other horses, or ponies, should I say. But maybe just like with friends coming round, like I've got some equestrian friends I could invite round, and we could do some races. Like I would have to check that they would be happy to be on YouTube and that their ponies won't like freak out if they're racing. But it could be something that I could sort of have a goal to do some races with him, or if there's like some little pony club races that I could just do kind of just for fun, nothing serious. But yeah, they're all just ideas. Let me know in the comments if you've got any ideas I could do with Ted, or anything like, oh, I want to see Ted doing this. I can't promise you I'll do it, but I can try. Another thing I thought with Ted was being like a trick pony or like a liberty pony, because as you know, I love doing liberty. Like Chino can do, I'm teaching Chino to be tactless, so he responds to my voice and legs and seat and a neck strap. And with Ted, Teddy knows how to bow. I'm teaching him to smile, and I want to teach him some other things like to lie down, to come when you call him, other things like that. There's one trick that they like stand on like a little box thing, I'm not sure what it's called, and one trick is rear, but I know that a lot of things can go wrong with that, so I would have to check probably with a professional how to teach them that, because I don't want it to go wrong, and I don't want him to be rearing all the time just to get treats, which I don't normally give them treats during training, because with Chino and Teddy they just are nagging me for treats the whole time rather than concentrating on the training. But I do give them treats at the end, like as a reward, and I give them scratchies and like good, and I give them breaks in between, so it's not like really full-on training. I think that's all of it. yeah, so if you have any questions or like something I haven't said, or anything like that, just let me know in the comments. I love it when people comment on my videos. I don't know why. But yeah, I think that's it. So if you've got any questions or anything like that, just let me know in the comments. So I think that's it for today's video. So thank you so much for watching, and I think I'm going to have to say goodbye.